Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda everyone, welcoming you all to this Devi Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan and Akashic reading session. So today in this session we'll be having an introduction to this whole program, and we'll be witnessing the live demonstration of the extraordinary powers of third eye by the Nithyananda yogis and Balasans of the Nithyananda order. And who is Devi Parashakti? What are Akashic readings? How can we benefit by attending or experiencing an Akashic reading session? Darshan, Diksha, and Akashic reading by Parashakti herself, manifesting through the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and manifestation of the extraordinary powers of third eye. Before that, let us understand what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So, Samadhi is being in one with the source, and Bhava is the attitude or the aspect. So, Bhava Samadhi, it means being one with the source through this aspect. So, the aspect, the Bhava, which you choose through that Bhava, being in one with the source, Samadhi is Bhava Samadhi. So, knowing this aspect, Bhava is the ultimate, and you being in oneness with that is the Bhava Samadhi. So, what is the science of this Bhava Samadhi Darshan? So, all the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through the deities and incarnations. And these divine cosmic beings, they manifest through the deities in temples, through the Bhava Samadhi Darshans, in the Nija Avatara, the incarnations. So, Bhava Samadhi, it awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. And awakening of this Kundalini energy, it results in extraordinary abilities which is expressing through you, like third eye awakening, the ability to have remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. And when the Kundalini Shakti is awakened, your whole brain literally comes alive. And this influx of superconscious energy, it visibly slows down the aging process and improves the immunity to disease. And with increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, that empower, and transform our lives. So, having the darshan, or even a glimpse, it brings lasting transformation in us, which cleanses lifetimes of karmas, raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your very being. So during this Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our very neurons mirror that of the avatar. So mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. That means our entire body, it silently and without movement recreates whatever is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy that is radiated by the avatar. So Akashic reading is not a prediction. It is a direct reading from the cosmic archives. So there is no such thing as past, present, and future. So beyond the space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. And in the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, no present, and future. And that is why you call as whatever has happened. Whatever is happening and yet to happen is already very clearly recorded. So now we will be having an introduction to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is going to be actually revealing all the truths as a Nija Avatara of Devi Parashakti. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. He is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, who is recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sakanyapitham, the Tondai Mandala Adinam, the incumbent emperor of the Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam. He is the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasa Natha Shamla Pita Sarvajna Pita, the present Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atal Akhada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism, the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, and he is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1000 Hindu leaders. And he is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books, 10,000 articles in 3 languages, in English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which is translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And he's released over 20 million copies of books and articles which are sold, read, and downloaded. And he's delivered over 10,000 hours of discourses. He has enriched over 1 billion lives digitally, and he's respected as a commentator of all the sacred scriptures like the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Shiva Sutras, the Brahma Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, and the Jain Sutras. The Supreme Pontiff is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, and he is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, which includes the Rudras, Rudrakanyas, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, and Sannyasis. And he is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries. He is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvajnapitas, and the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. So, with that, we will be moving on to the next segment of this program of understanding the powers of third eye, the manifestation of the various powers of third eye. And we will also be having our Nityananda yogis and Balasans who will be joining with us in the demonstration of these extraordinary powers of third eye after a short break. Yes. So now we will be understanding the various powers and the various scriptural references of the powers of third eye. So the Balasans and the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will now be demonstrating the various powers of third eye. They'll be sharing their experiences and the results of these manifestation through them and how they were initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism directly. So during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan today, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and the grace of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So we will be manifesting and demonstrating these two powers, power of third eye, seeing with your eyes blindfolded, and the second power of scanning the thought current. So with that, let us understand what are Shaktis. So in Veda Agamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis. So manifesting powers are described as a system, a method, science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. So Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine and you need to manifest divine, and not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. So Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru, whereas Siddhis are the powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. So Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis manifest when you are on the path of enlightenment. Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through the ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. So Siddhis are not permanent, whereas Shaktis are literally permanent. And Siddhis, they might divert you away from the path of enlightenment. So now let us understand who is the source of all these Shaktis. Paramashiva, the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality, as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence. He performs the Panchakritya, the five cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Throbhava, which is pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all the living entities. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of this civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, he has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. So it was where the science of enlightenment and Shaktis were lived and taught as a lifestyle. So for the first time in modern day, the Supreme Pontiff is reviving these yogic sciences and he's transmitting it to the world at a record breaking which is never accomplished before. So the knowledge and the science of manifesting these Shaktis were passed down from one generation to another by initiation of the enlightened Gurus. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, he was trained and taught these sciences and to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions of people to manifest the science through various disciplines like the Vedanta, the Tantra, the Srividya, the yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, the Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. And how do we awaken these Shaktis? So every truth, Jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, manifests as the possibility and power of every being.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi Dikshanam Muktihi Phalamakhanditam Avirodhat Bhavantyeva Prasangyastu Bhuktayaha. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Diksha Vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham.
Yes. So science of power manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects of evidences: the Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truths which are revealed in the source scriptures; the Apta Pramana, experiences and results of the Aptas are authorities of Hinduism; the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified this science; the Atma Pramana, or account of Supreme Pontiff's own experience, personal experience of power manifestation; and the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. So Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained, whereas Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. So Veda Agamas are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva, and they are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. So a reference cited from the Shastra or source scriptures is called as the Shastra Pramana. So now we'll be witnessing the unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye by the Balasans and Nithyananda yogis of Nithyananda order. So we will now be chanting the Shastra Pramana. Kapalantat manonyasa tishtan milita lochanaha kramena manaso dadhyat lakshayet lakshyamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown, and sit in stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession. By that stability of the mind and inner space, one directly sees the ultimate goal by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva. And the Apta Pramana is from the Hindu Purana Mahabharata. न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you divine vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan. So the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. And
Inside and
here
outside
Swamiji's
broke.
experience.
The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 direction, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The setting sun, rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything. Just becomes so alive. The idea, something is inside.
Yes, so next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, where the Supreme Pontiffs, the activity of the brain was studied by the positron emission tomography. So while doing the everyday activity, the high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. Whereas when he was in the deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the brain was at peace. And now the Sakshi Pramana experiences and of the extraordinary manifestations to the initiated disciples. So you can actually, now we'll get ready to actually witness the live demonstration of the power of third eye with the Balasans and Nithyananda yogis. Yes, so joining with us are the Balasans Manitya Yoga Pranananda and Manitya Virajananda, who will be demonstrating this power of third eye right in front of us. Yes, I request all of you to stay tuned and connected, and we'll be right back after a short break.
Yes, Nityananda, thank you so much, Ma Atmapriya Swami, for that beautiful introduction to on how to manifest these extraordinary Shaktis, how all these divine Shaktis are awakened in us. So now you will be witnessing the very demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis by the Balasans of the Nityananda Gurukul themselves. So along with me, I have Manitya Virajananda, who is 16 years old and a Balasant of the Nityananda Gurukul, who is an extraordinary power manifester who will be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti of third eye in front of all of you today. So, as all of you can see, I have the medically tested eye band with me. In front is a complete opaque sheet, and behind is a thick sponge. And you can see that there's two holes for the eyes to comfortably fit in, and there is no gap between in the eye band between the sponge and the opaque sheet for light to enter. So this is the eye band I'll be placing on Mavirija. This is a medically tested eye band and it is completely scientifically and medically proved that no light can enter inside this eye band even with your eyes open. So now I'll be opening the eye band in front of all of you, in front of the camera. There's going to be no changes to the eye band. Just as how I showed you, I'm opening the eye band and I'm placing it on her eyes. Yes, Mavirija, are you comfortable? Yes. Yes. So now Mavirija is going to be demonstrating these extraordinary Shaktis. So I request the YouTube comments to be projected now. And Mavirija, all of you can go ahead and start posting anything you want in the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. And Mavirija will be reading out the comments from the YouTube channel from Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. So all of you can post emojis, numbers, letters, anything you want in the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda channel, and Mavirija is going to be reading them out live.
Yes. So before I start reading the comments, so I want to show all of you that the eyeball which my yoga prana has placed on me, it's the sponge as like which is there, which is glued to the eye band, is completely stuck to my eyes in such a way that no sort of light will actually pass through in the eye band. So I'll turn to my right, left, up, around another.
So you can see how Maviraja's eyes are completely covered from all sides and there's no possible way of light entering. So now I request the YouTube comments to be enlarged and you are going to be witnessing this extraordinary Shakti of third eye. So all of you can go ahead and post anything you want in the YouTube comments and Mavirija will be reading it out.
And also to make it this experience of the third eye reading even more powerful, I will request my yoga friend to check around my ears whether there's any sort of how to say, like any sort of small objects or wire which is like how to say kind of which basically which tells whatever, like basically like a communication thing. Yeah.
So you can Mavirija request you to turn to your left side. Yeah, so you can see there's no wires around Mavirija. Request you to turn to your right. You can see there's no wires. So it is completely foolproof. Yes. I request the NTV operator to also project us along with the YouTube comments. I request the NTV operator. Yes. I request all of you to go ahead, continue posting. You can post mantras, letters. You can even post in the language of Hindi or Tamil. Mavirija knows how to read Hindi, Tamil. I request all of you to, you can post in Hindi, Tamil, any different language. You can post letters, numbers, anything. Yes, so
Latest.
I request all of you to continue posting. Yes, I request the YouTube comments to be enlarged. Yes, really sorry for the technical glitch. Really completing for that. Yes. So now, Mavirija, you can go ahead and start reading.
The latest comment which is posted in Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel is by Prabjot Gill. I has posted an Om emoji and written Yogi gamers for life. And Namaste Mamaji. How to say? I request the comments to be increased.
Yes. I request the comment section to be enlarged a little more.
Yes, so Srinivas 77 is posted. Amma Devi Parashakti blesses all Amma with proper job, prosperity, happiness, and joy. Please guide us all. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 13 namaste emoji. Yes. And Prabjot Gill has posted yeah, Yogi Gamers for Life, a namaste emoji. some red color type emoji, and then a heart emoji, and an om emoji, and a nose. Um,
Yeah, you can read the comment above, ma.
yes, so 7 searchful is posted. Om Sarva Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Shanti Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Prashantu Ma Kaschid Dukka Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Amazing. That was so beautiful. How Mahaviraja was able to read a whole mantra with her third eye. It was a Sanskrit mantra, a whole mantra she was able to read through her third eye. Amazing how Mahaviraja was able to read. Comments, emojis, sentences, amazing. I request all of you to continue posting any comments you want, and Mahaviraja will be reading them out live. All of you can continue posting. Till then, Mahaviraja, why don't you go ahead and share how you manifest these extraordinary Shaktis? How, like, it's not normal for any person to be able to read through their third eye, right? How are you able to see with your eyes closed?
Um, Actually, like the emojis in the screen over here, it's actually really small. Like even if you use both the two eyes, it'd be like, what is it exactly? But through the power of third eye, I was able to see Prab, um Prabjot Gill's eye. He has posted Yogi Gamers for Life. He posted a Om emoji. Like it is too small, like really minute to us. So actually, third eye can look into the most biggest thing in this world and the most smallest thing in this world. Like nothing, as I always say that Paramashiva, I like nothing can be hidden from Paramashiva's eye. So even this whole cosmos, even the most minutest thing in this world, whether it's an atom or the most biggest thing in this world, maybe like the Burj Khalifa building, it's everything through His grace. Yeah, nothing can go hidden from His eyes.
So, one question, Mahaviraja. So, in the power of remote vision, third eye, you are telling it can even see that something as big as the Burj Khalifa, right? So, how do you see it? As if you're standing right there and you can see it with your two eyes? Just like that, do you see it through your third eye? Or do you see it in black and white? Or do you see it in pictures or as a video or as a live happening in front of you?
I see it as a live thing happening in front of my third eye. Yeah.
Wow.
Like
that
if
is
how to say, if it challenged me playing a video game and actually like play with it. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. How Mahaviraja is able to see everything live as it is happening with her two eyes. She is able to see with her eyes closed. That is a beautiful power to have. It is something very extraordinary, and it's not that only Mahaviraja can manifest these Shaktis, or it's not that only the Balasins can manifest. Even you can manifest all these Shaktis now. All of you can also manifest all these extraordinary Shaktis, and just it's not that you have to do 50 years of penance, 50 years of tapa standing on one leg with your hands in the air. No. All you have to do is have one initiation from the avatar. Just with a touch, look, or word from the avatar, you can manifest these extraordinary Shaktis like you've never ever even imagined before. All of you might have been thinking, okay, all these manifestations happens in comic books, in movies like X-Men and Star Wars and all that. Only they can manifest all these powers of levitating and of moving consciousness, moving matter just with their will, for being able to see into the future, for being able to see into the past. You might be thinking all of them are only in movies, but now you are seeing them in real life, and it is not you're not just going to be seeing another movie of some other kid manifesting these powers. You are going to be yourself acting in that movie by manifesting these extraordinary Shaktis. You yourself are going to be part of a huge happening, a big huge happening in humanity, and which is bringing a huge change to humanity. That is exactly what Swamiji is doing, and it is one of the most important things Swamiji is reviving is the power manifestation, the science of power manifestation, the science of Gurukul education system. How the Balasins, how old are you, Mavirija? 16 years old. 16. So how at the age of 16, Ma Virija is able to manifest this extraordinary Shakti and is able to read, walk, talk, interact, and do anything with her IBAN. She can sit the whole day with her IBAN. No problem. She will be completely comfortable. This is the lifestyle we live. Power manifestation is our lifestyle. And all of you can also manifest these extraordinary Shaktis, and you can also give your children this life. So now, with that being said, I will now be removing the IBAN of Mavirija. Yes. So you can see the eye band is completely intact, just as I showed it before placing it on Mavirija. You can see Mavirija is still adjusting to the light. So her eyes were completely closed inside the eye band, and she was able to manifest this extraordinary Shakti just as if her eyes were open. So you can give your kids this lifestyle. You yourself can manifest this lifestyle just by one initiation of Swamiji. And we are not done yet. We have another extraordinary Shakti, which is a mind blowing Shakti, which most people await, which is the power of body scanning, which will be manifested by the other Balasins and the Nithyananda yogis. So stay tuned. I welcome Mahatma Priya Swami to share with us the pramanas, the evidences of the power of body scanning. Stay tuned, and you yourself can get a body scanning and you can witness this extraordinary Shakti. So please stay tuned. We'll be seeing the pramanas and then directly moving on into the power of body scanning. Okay, so in this power of body scanning, we one awakens the ability to be able to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and many more problems, which is
diagnosed by the doctors medically.
yes. And now you will be hearing the Shastra Pramana, which is the scriptural reference to the manifest powers of body scanning. So this is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयम् ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consists of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. And by the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Adishakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. So let us now see the Apta Pramana, a reference for the power of body scanning from the light of a Siddha. So this is the experience from all our ancestors, our rishis, munis, ancestors, scientists who have time tested and verified this extraordinary science, which is being revealed and given as a gift to humanity by Paramashiva.
So, the Apta Pramana is taken from the very own life of the Siddha named Teraya. He was Siddha and one of the most prominent disciples of sage Agastya. One day, a man was suffering from a severe headache and comes to Agastya for healing. And Agastya uses the power of body scanning and reveals to him that there's a small tip of tere, a small type of frog, which is sitting in the person's brain. And Agastya immediately instructs Tereya to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. And after the surgery got completed successfully, the person got healed and cured from the headache. And thus, The disciple gained the name Teraya. Now, the Atma Pramana, which is Swamiji's experience, where Swamiji shares very beautifully on his own words that on on the 22nd December 2019, Swamiji, the Supreme Point of Hinduism, revealed how he uses the power of body scanning, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through the body scanning, I found out what the problem is, imbalances had happened, and where the balances have to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion and to verify my findings.
So all these avatars, these incarnations, all of the gods who have landed down in these human bodies, they live the life of human being. They live in the human body, but they live much beyond the human capabilities, much beyond the human capacities. So Swamiji manifested not only one power, the power of body scanning, Swamiji also manifested the power of Shushada, going beyond pain. He had a multiple compound hand fracture and he went completely beyond pain, and he was actually laughing when he had the fracture. So this is how all these incarnations live, and not only they live that, they transmit that to all the devotees and disciples also. So the Sakshi Pramana is the experiences and the results of the extraordinary manifestation happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So you can see how there are many participants, the Paramashivoham participants, who have shared, telling how they manifested the power of body scanning just with initiation, how beautifully they are manifesting this power. So all of you can also manifest these powers and be led. You will also be led into guided power manifestation sessions every day if you join the Paramashivoham program. So you can go and sign up in paramashivoham.org, and you can also experience these extraordinary shaktis every day. And now, without further delay, let us witness the extraordinary Shakti of body scanning. So, I request all of you to go ahead and start posting your comments. You can post your requests for yourself, and you can also call your family members and friends for manifesting this extraordinary power. So, you can call your family members, friends, anybody who you want to witness this power manifestation. And we will be right back with you with the Balasans and the Nityananda Yogis after a short break. Yes. So Prabjot Gill has also posted, we need third eye Hindu doctors. Yes, that is that is amazing.
Like,
And
like always, this quote as like grow up. We always say like an apple day keeps a doctor away. So same way, a third eye day keeps a doctor away.
yes, that beautiful. And now I'll be sharing how the extraordinary power of body scanning is manifested. So, and what is the difference between a normal doctor diagnosing you with any problem and the third eye, Paramashiva's third eye itself scanning and revealing the problem? The difference is, when a doctor diagnoses you, they, of course, they'll diagnose you, you have this you have this cancer, you have this disease, you have this problem, and they'll give you a medicine, but that will only temporarily heal you. Why? Because the doctor can never find out what is the root cause of the problem. Why did that problem start in your body in the first place? So our body is very mysterious. Sinus, any cancer, any disease you have can be related to some incompletion in the past birth, can be related to some incompletion from your childhood, can be related to some incompletion carried by your parents. It can be related to anything. as our body is very mysterious, we won't know why the problem started in our body in the first place. But what the third eye does is scans and exactly reveals the root cause. Sometimes you might have all the problems in the world, and you might have all the problems in the world, but the third eye will reveal only a very simple problem. It might be just third eye reveal that you have cough. You will be like, what? No, I have so many problems. But if the third eye reveal that you have cough and it is due to this allergy, or it is due to this incompletion, then if you actually complete with that, you will see how you will be completely healed of the problem. Why? Because the third eye revealed the root cause. Whatever big problem you have, the root cause is this. That is why the third eye revealed it, and that is why if you follow the solution, you will be completely healed. So now we'll be back with the Balasans and the Nithyananda Yogis. Yes. So we're back with the Balasins and the Nityananda Yogis. Along with me, I have Manitya Brahmayogananda, Ma Soni, Manitya Mahavidyananda, and myself, who will be manifesting this extraordinary power. So I can see already the comments section is flooding with comments by various people who are requesting for a body scanning. So Prabjot Gill Aya and Carlos Santos Aya has requested for a body scanning. So Ma Brahmayoga, you can do the body scanning for Prabjot Gill Aya, and you can do the body scanning for Carlos Aya. Yes, I request all of you to continue posting, and you can actually call your family members and friends, enrich them, tell them that they can witness these extraordinary Shaktis, and it's not some magic or anything. You can see how it is completely foolproof. You yourself can see we have never met you, we have never taken your medical reports, we didn't do any such of a thing with you. We are coming and directly doing the body scanning the moment you request for it. So you can call them and enrich them and show them how Paramashiva is manifesting through all the initiated disciples, and is
you have like just below your neck, like in next to your shoulder over here, you got your nerve got pulled over there and it's hurting. So you should heat up castor oil and mix turmeric and put it and keep your neck like, don't let it get stretched out, keep it like this for some time. And for you to get completion with wealth, every day as you go to sleep, like watch the Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Swamiji and go to sleep. And every day the moment you wake up, the first thing you should do is watch the Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan. It can be even for 5 minutes, it's okay. But the last thing you should do in the day and the first thing you should do in the day after getting up is watching the Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Swamiji. And make Venkateshwara one of your Ishta Devata. Every day worship him, get a small deity of him at home and start connecting with him really intensely and really deeply. You'll see that a lot of miracles will start happening in your life and you'll manifest all the wealth you want.
Yes, that was a very beautiful scanning done by Ma Brahma Yoga. So, Prabjot Gil Aya, I request you to get back in the chat section. That is a very beautiful scanning. And I just want to make all of you aware, every time we do the body scanning, every time we assign a person for the Balasins and the Nityananda Yogis, it is always a personal scanning for them. So, it is a customized scan. It is what Paramashiva has revealed for your body and for your problems. So, yes, and just before we continue with Ma Soni, Ma Mahajalandhara Sthitananda has posted, Nityanandamma, my sister Mayuri Joshi, has requested for a body scanning. Permission granted. Thank you. So, Ma Mahavidya, you can do the body scanning for Ma Mayuri Joshi, Ma Mahajalandhara Sthitananda's sister. Yes. Ma Soni, you can go ahead.
Nityanam Carlos Santos Aya, Paramashiva revealed that you have been having headache because and it's due to lots of worries, and especially your worry about your daughter's health. So Paramashiva revealed the solution as keep an Atma Murti in her room and make her drink castor oil. Ayya, she'll be completely healed, and your worries also will go.
Yes, so this is a beautiful scanning for everything. That is so beautiful. Ma,
I may not have time, or oh, because if I do this, then I may not be able to do this. Or if I give my time, I may not be able to complete certain tasks. Many certain resources is where you're feeling blocked, and actually where you're feeling that you're not expanding. So wealth really works from the expansion space. So very interestingly, you have asked
as it is not something that she is concerned about, ma. What can you explain about it? Yes. So as I share the satsangs, you can keep it with you, and the deity can also get.
You're getting frequent headaches. So
Yes, we would like to end and conclude this power manifestation segment. We thank all of you for joining us in this power manifestation segment. It was amazing to do the body scanning for all of you. And next time, you can call all your friends and family members for witnessing this extraordinary Shakti. And they can also get a body scanning definitely. And due to the interest of time, if any one of you have not been able to get the body scanning, you can definitely come back every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST. And there is also going to be a form which will be posted in the YouTube comment section, and you can fill that form, and the Balasins and Nityananda Yogis will be doing a scanning for you. With this, we thank all of you for joining us. Thank you, Nityanandam. Please stay tuned for the upcoming segments.
Nityananda, we'll be going right into the next segment of today's program. And we'll be understanding Devi Parashakti, the divine cosmic principles that Devi Parashakti represents, the beautiful different principles, tattvas, that she is the source of, and she embodies literally. Not only that, we'll be understanding the introduction to Akashic reading. Reading works. What is actually Akashic reading, and how we can be benefited from Akashic reading? So yes, let's get started by first chanting the Pramana. The Pramana, the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti from the Lalita Sahasranama. Lalita Sahasranama is a very in-depth description of Devi Parashakti from the great Puranas, from the Brahma Purana, and we'll now be chanting the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. Yes, Ma Atmapriya Swami is also with me here today, joining. Together, we'll be introducing all of you to the great cosmic being, Devi Parashakti.
सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनामानिक्यमौली स्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखी मापीनवक्षोरुहां पानिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्.
And the English translation goes, the Divine Mother is meditated upon as shining in vermilion, red body with triple eyes sporting a crown of rubies studded with the crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, and one hand holding the jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus.
अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अनिमादिभिरावृतां मयूकैरहमित्येव विभावये भवानीम्.
Once again, the English translation. I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color and her eyes are full of compassion. And she holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by power such as Anima for rays, and she is the self within me.
So Devi The ultimate pure feminine consciousness, Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source where the Big Bang and black hole goes on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, and in which all of us are going to merge.
And out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself.
Yes. So, in the words of Parashakti herself, rising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa Sripura Chintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as a part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manurmani Meenakshi as Nithyananda. I took the Nija Avatara here to give good boon to everyone, to bestow all the goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samraja Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, taking the form of Nityananda, I came here as Nijavatara with great compassion. I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you. I took the form of Nityananda and I came down as Nijavatara.
Raising in Omkar, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, power of existence, expression of existence. From the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, Jnana, Shakti, and growing as the four Vedas, expanding as the five Panchabhutas, the five elements, beyond the six chakras, filled as the Gotras of the seven Rishis, expanding as eight directions, existing as nine grahas, blossoming as the 10 indriyas, being as 11 rudras, creating all the worlds, bringing life and to tell and make truth blossom, and to do good, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nityananda, I came to bless every one of you.
So, how to receive Devi Parashakti? So, literally, you're seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment right in front of your screen. And so, we'll always receive her very traditionally. So, you can take a plate, arrange two betel leaf, a banana, a betel nut, and a coin in front of the screen. So, this coin is considered as a traditional dakshina and can be of any lowest value, even 1 paise in Indian money, and even 1 cent in US dollars.
And after the darshan is over, you can offer that to Devi, do the namaskar, and you can eat the banana, betel leaf, and betel nut. Take all as the prasada immediately. Collect those coins and then send it to the Nityanandeshwara Hindu temple, the Kailasa in Los Angeles, in LA, United States. So you can also understand that this betel leaf, the betel nut, all this might look small, it might look trivial, but you'll see that just in a few days, you'll see how much it adds to your sentiment that Devi really is there. And you'll not take the Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior. And here we have a bunch of examples, the banana, betel leaf, the betel nut. As you're going and shopping for it, you can take reference here and make sure that you're getting the right betel leaf, betel nut. And here we also have a traditional plate where we offer and arrange the betel leaf. This is how we usually arrange it. It is a part of one of the Hindu traditions for receiving all guests, and even especially the divine guests who are coming and going to grace our homes. So this brings us to a conclusion to the introduction to Devi Parashakti. Now let us enter into what are Akashic records. For those of you who may not know, Akashic records are the records that are created in space. Whatever has happened in time is there in the dimension of space as a file. Please understand that nothing can be destroyed. None of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. And Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happening, and will happen.
So Akashic records are the verbal, the visual, the five-dimensional document. So whatever is happening is continuously getting recorded, and all the information you collected from all your births is right there in your DNA. So you can access some of them just to understand and not to waste your time again and again doing the same things again and again.
And please understand that Akashic records are not a prediction. It is not like a horoscope or anything like that. It is a divine cosmic reading. It's a reading of the cosmic archives. And we have to understand that beyond space, in the dimension of space, creation and destruction are happening simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in Akashic records, there's no past, no present, and no future. That is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are already clearly recorded.
So in Swamiji's own words, nobody has the right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings, and nobody has a right to interpret on these readings because they're already complete unto themselves. So for anybody to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, the living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. So when you listen to these great readings, naturally your negative logic is penetrated, it is broken, and these great truths, they settle in your inner space and they make you live enlightenment.
Yes. And as the avatar of Paramashiva, who has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver.
So with that, we will be moving on to the Shastra Pramana from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharana 61 and Sutra 84. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram sabdhatma tatchana devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat.
And in translation, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless, infinite etheric space, Akasha beyond the sky, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava.
Yes. Now we'll move on to the Apta Pramana. In the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, we narrate the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in a human form and reasons of all his suffering. So sage Maitreya, he accessed the Akashic records and he told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but in fact an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. So that is why he had to play the role of a Sudra for 100 years because he was cursed by a sage called Manduka Muni.
Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully describes that all the information you collect from all your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, and leading you to experience enlightenment. Paramashivoham.
So only an avatar can alter, update, upgrade, and change the Akashic records. And the initiated Balasins only can view the records. So during the darshan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, he blesses and he upgrades the Akashic records as per the devotee, the prayer of the devotees.
Yes, and what will you be able to ask and receive the answer today during the Akashic records? Now, this is a countless, there are countless ways of what you can ask, and also there's countless benefits to this Akashic reading. But in summary, what can you get? What can you ask during this Akashic reading is first, the most accurate and unbiased answer to all the questions about your daily life, your everyday actions, your life, your purpose of your life, and so much more. And you can also ask to be spiritually healed of physical, emotional problems with just one look or word. You can understand the reason behind your life's happenings and receive the blessings to fulfill your right desires. And finally, get the clarity to redesign your future. It is actually one of the most important processes that every single person should go through. The sacred spiritual process, the Akashic reading, where you're literally breaking through your default future and all your vicious cycles of pain and suffering. Now, you might be wondering, how can I do this? How can I ask my questions on the different social media platforms? And how can I have the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti today? So we have here a couple of steps that you can do in order to ask your questions. Fortunately, it's extremely easy. It's less than a couple of steps. And first of all, here we have YouTube, how you can ask your question or request your prayer on YouTube. You can go to the live video on YouTube, which is Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. And here, join for the membership. So join here on the, click the join button, and you have to make sure that you are a member, and then you can ask your question in the chat. Then we can go on to the next one.
Yes, the next is the official Facebook page, Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. You can go ahead, like and follow the official Facebook page and ask your questions in the comment section under the live stream when the live Devi Parashakti Akashic reading session is happening.
Yes, and next we have Twitter. If you're a frequent user of Twitter, you will be able to ask your question by going to the official Twitter page. And as you can see, this is the official Twitter page. Go ahead and search at Sri Nithyananda in Twitter. You will be able to go and follow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Twitter. And then you can ask your questions by replying to the live feed on Twitter. So you'll be able to just reply on Twitter for the live feed of the video during the live Bhava Samadhi Darshan, and make sure you're using the hashtag #AskTheAvatar.
Yes, and the next platform is the Instagram, the official Instagram account, Sri Nithyananda. So you can go ahead, like and follow Sri Nithyananda on the Instagram page and ask your questions in the comment section and connect with Devi Parashakti and receive your blessings.
And finally, if you are not a frequent user of different social media platforms, you don't consider yourself a social media savvy, you can go to kailasa.org and send your questions through WhatsApp. Very easy way to do this. So you can go to kailasa.org. In the left-hand side, you will see the WhatsApp widget where you can send your questions through your WhatsApp ID. And in this same website, if you do not have WhatsApp, you can also ask your questions through the live chat option on the website. And just through these, you will be able to have the darshan, the blessings of Devi Parashakti. These are different ways that you can interact. You can have your divine cosmic experience with Devi Parashakti today. And I invite each and every one of you to ensure that during the live Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you are in some way asking your question. You can receive the boons which you want, the prayers which you want, and sincerely offer your gratitude, surrender to Devi Parashakti, and surrender to Devi Parashakti. And out of her grace and utmost compassion, she will answer your questions and give the blessings for any of your boons that you want to make happen. Now, even on NTV here, we've had so many people who have come and asked their questions, have even shared how just from one question that they asked, Devi Parashakti had literally answered and showered with all the different blessings, including blessings for their health, blessings for their wealth and prosperity. So much had happened in their life. Even one person, I was very shocked, very amazed to find out that she had just asked for Devi Parashakti's blessings from her, whom she considers her divine cosmic mother. And suddenly she had a complete detoxification, and some of the painkiller addictions that she was facing at that time, severely suffering from, was absolutely healed, and she was able to go through it. And she had a complete detoxification. And today, not having to be, not even though she was a extreme addict to painkillers, she had just completely transcended that and seen the other side of something that is debilitating for so many individuals. And we saw how Devi Parashakti had literally healed her, even though she did not even ask for that particular healing. It's such a beautiful blessing. And Devi Parashakti manifests in our lives in so many different ways. So I invite each and every one of the viewers and make sure that during the next live Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you stay tuned and you are asking your question, or you can request your prayers, ask for blessings during the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. It is such an amazing experience. I invite you all to experience that for yourself. Now, we'll be going on to the next segment in today's program. Now that we have understood, we have been introduced to Devi Parashakti, we know a little bit about Akashic readings. What are the Akashic readings that Devi Parashakti has revealed, not just for individuals and people on an individual basis, but for the whole humanity? What has been her guidance, and what has she told? Many times, actually every single time, I can say we have seen how what Devi Parashakti has forewarned is literally what manifests, what literally happens and shows is in reality in the next few days, or if not within the next few weeks. And why this is so important is because during this time and age, when we are facing so many uncertainties, when we are not being able to navigate our own lives, Devi Parashakti is giving us the guidance to do so and absolutely protecting us. So in this next segment, we'll be understanding that, and we'll be seeing some of the examples of what Devi Parashakti has guided for the whole humanity. So we'll be right back with you and continuing on into the next segment after a very quick break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life.
Nithyananda, so welcome back. We will now be seeing the various revelations to the world by Devi Parashakti. So the Parashakti reveals not only people dying in crores, financial and mental retardness, you will also see minds getting collapsed. Freedom from all this suffering is the life of living enlightenment. First, prevent yourself from this deadly corona, O people. Do the job of saving your life as first priority.
And here you can see how Devi Parashakti's revelations are coming true. Just after the revelation, news has been released showing that psychiatric symptoms like depression, anxiety have been exhibited by COVID-19 patients and have been steadily increasing across the population.
Yes, you can also see how the COVID-19 has an impact on the mental health of the college students, which has a reference of 60.8 percentage people with an increased anxiety, 54.1 percentage having a feeling of loneliness, and 59.8 percentage youth, the young college students having depression.
And the rates of anxiety and depression among college students continue to soar, according to recent research conducted by Dartmouth College that tracked the behavior of 200 college students. And the research shows that the coronavirus pandemic, due to the coronavirus pandemic, rates of depression and anxiety have soared and have shown no signs of coming down.
So let us now watch the Devi Parashakti's revelation on the secrets of universe.
I will reveal the secret of the universe and its expansion. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be part of Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa. That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation. Kailasa is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, cosmic science is nationalism. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. These cosmic truths will be the truths of the country, society, ecosystem. Society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, all this of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, universal existential truth. Because Kailasa, cosmic ecosystem is manifesting. Expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa.
Yeah. And To reiterate what Devi had revealed on the 8th of June, listen intensely. I will reveal the secrets of the universe and its expansion. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, and desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashivoham, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, this bhumandala.
So this Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, the Hindu, the Jnana, the Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment quickly, easily in the accelerated speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be part of the Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa.
That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated. An immense ecosystem for great enlightened beings and real incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed, fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation.
So Kailasa is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the cosmic science, is nationalism. This cosmic law is the country law, and Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the nationalism. These cosmic truths will be the truths of the country, the society, ecosystem. So society, country, and the judiciary ecosystem, all these of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, and universal existential truth.
Because the Kailasa ecosystem, cosmic ecosystem, is manifesting, expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa.
So let us now watch a small video clip of how the universe is not just expanding, but the growth is accelerated.
You are looking at the most detailed three-dimensional map of the universe known to humankind, and it's called the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. Scientists from around the world have just completed a 20-year-long survey of the night sky, measuring the positions and distances of more than 4 million galaxies and quasars. This detailed map will help scientists shed light on the remaining mysteries of the universe. Let's go on a journey from the local stars to the largest scales of our universe. Beyond the local stars that draw familiar constellations in the night sky in the neighborhood of the Earth, in addition to our own Milky Way, billions of galaxies are spread throughout the observable universe. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a journey from our place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structures of the visible universe, and we'll tell you about how we're mapping it out. Since 1998, the scientific community has realized that the universe is not only expanding, but its expansion is accelerating. This unexpected acceleration constitutes one of the major conundrums in physics. From a theoretical perspective, the acceleration may be accounted for by either assuming that there exists some mysterious dark energy, or by modifying Einstein's theory of gravity, called general relativity. In the same year, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey was launched to tackle this enigma of the accelerating expansion of the universe. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey is a vast collection of the angular positions of galaxies observed in the sky, as well as their distances from us, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift. In this new map of our universe, the large dark patches are mostly regions obscured by the Milky Way that cannot be observed. During the last 20 years, through 4 exploratory phases, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey has created the most detailed 3-dimensional maps of the universe. To achieve this, it focused on different classes of galaxies: nearby galaxies, red galaxies, more distant star-forming galaxies, and superluminous distant active galaxies called quasars. The fourth and latest sloan survey took place from 2014 till 2020. During this time, the new project called the Extended Baryon Oscillation Spectroscopic Survey, or EBOS for short, continued previous sloan mapping of the extragalactic sky and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxies and quasars. These successive surveys allow scientists to trace the large-scale structures of the universe up to a fraction of its horizon, represented by the cosmic microwave background emission, seen here as a colorful pattern projected onto a sphere. The cosmic microwave background is the thermal relic of the universe, which dates back to about 400,000 years after the birth of the universe, also known as the Big Bang. Adding the EBOS data to the previous Sloan exploratory phases 1, 2, and 3, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey now has a database of 4 million galaxies and quasars, assembling the largest and most complete 3D map of the universe to date. This unprecedented achievement provides scientists with new tools for shedding light on dark energy and also for constraining the theory of general relativity, leading to a better understanding of the fundamental laws that rule our universe. You are looking.
Yes. And as revealed by Devi, the universe is not just expanding, but its expansion is accelerated. And recent research shown in the National Geographic shows that the universe seems to be expanding faster than all expectations. And new evidence, the fresh evidence suggests that the universe is expanding at a faster rate today than it did in its infancy, a difference that has set off the search to understand what is the cosmic forces that could be at play. And if confirmed, the changing rate, which is 9% faster than had been projected, would force us to reconsider a fundamental aspect of the cosmos.
Yes. And we can also see from the Harvard University, there are independent results that have now demonstrated time and time again that the universe is accelerating in its expansion. So even if we took type 1a supernova out of the picture, we still have sufficient evidence, including fluctuations in the cosmic microwave background. So let us now listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Listen. The key information, the key line I wanted to bring all your attention through this video is universe is not just expanding, its expansion is accelerated. Please understand. Last few years, I am screaming in top of my voice that superconscious breakthrough is happening. Please understand. It is not only just the physics level, the universe expansion is accelerated. It's a dark energy, the dark matter in that level, the unmanifest, in avyakta, unmanifest level itself, the expansion is accelerated intensely. Please understand. The expansion is accelerated intensely in the dark energy, in the dark matter, unmanifest, avyakta swarupa of Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's manifest form only is this world which we are all enjoying, experiencing. There is an unmanifest form of Paramashiva, dark matter, what we call dark energy, dark matter. The triggering of expansion, not just expansion, acceleration of expansion is happening from that dark energy, dark matter. Because scientists are using the word dark energy, dark matter, I am using the same word. But if you ask me to give a right word, I will say Swatta Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. I will call it a superconscious energy, superconscious matter. See, because the human eyes can't cognize, human beings are calling it as a dark matter. But because human eyes can't cognize, but third eye can cognize, I am calling it as a Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti, light, superconsciousness is the word rishis, enlightened beings will use. But unfortunately, scientists have their own limitation. With the two eyes, when you see something which is not seen, you call it as dark. With three eyes, when you see something and you know it cannot be seen by the two eyes, you call that as Jyoti. Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti Mandala. What we show as Jyoti of Arunachala, what exists as unmanifest of Paramashiva is one and the same. Please listen. This acceleration of expansion is from the unmanifest, avyakta sarira of Paramashiva, the unmanifest space of Paramashiva. From that, the acceleration of expansion is happening. Now, the superconscious breakthrough is imminent. It has to happen. It is happening. I have been sent to planet Earth to facilitate this only.
Yes, we can move to the next slide, please. So, as Devi revealed, the universe is continuously expanding, and it's expanding at an accelerated rate. And even earlier, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had been speaking about the expansion of the universe and how it has been accelerating. So now we will enter into the next segment where we will learn about how COVID has been affecting immunity. Can we project those slides, please? So as many of you know, COVID has been affecting the immune system and has been affecting how people actually respond to other diseases. So Xavier recently revealed that the immunity of people has been decreased the immunity strength of people has been decreased due to the COVID infection that many people have been facing. And because of their decreased immunity, they are experiencing much more severe symptoms and are much more susceptible to other diseases such as black fungus, white fungus, and other fungal diseases. So we will now understand exactly how that has been happening and what the research is showing. Let me project the slides on immunity.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians. I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that. Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, gender, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Priya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic being.
Or we're starting a new business endeavor, or we are doing anything. We're even getting married, or we're having we're seeking blessings for a relationship. Whatever it is, we always seek the guidance of the divine cosmic being, or Ishta Devata. For you, it is that Devi Parashakti. We have the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti to be manifesting through the Nijavatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and directly connecting with us, being able to directly connect with her and offer these different sevas. In the Hindu tradition, this is a part of our life where we literally invite the divine and we celebrate with the divine as a part of our daily life, as our daily celebration. And it's such a beautiful experience, not only out of our pure gratitude for having the guidance and Devi Parashakti manifesting in our lives in so many different ways, whether it is in life, in health, wealth, or prosperity, long-lasting relationships, whether it is that, or whether it is the different occasions where we are celebrating, or out of our sincere gratitude, even if we're going to the temple, offering is a part of the Hindu tradition that we are celebrating. And Kailasa is bringing into even your digital experience with the divine. Even the digital darshans, all of the darshans that are happening on different social media platforms, we're making this offerings and all of that are part of this experience, to complete the Hindu traditional experience of darshan and the deep feeling oneness and connection with the divine cosmic beings. And not only do we, through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, have the blessings to be able to manifest and to be able to connect to the avatar in the form of all these Ishta Devatas, and connect, but also connect while the incarnation of Paramashiva is living inside of the body, is physically on planet Earth. It's such an auspicious way to celebrate, and each and every one of these offerings can bring multifold benefit in your life, and you can receive the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti. Now let's first understand the significance of offering. As I was saying, the offering is a giving of a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness, and it consists of two parts, essentially, giving and accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. And of course, offering is not made out of any fear or greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. Yes. And now we'll be chanting the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti.
Induni bhaveda karavahni nayanam syat pankajavaraabhaya japakshasarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tunga manonmani swarupam.
And the English translation goes, moon-like face holding the Vedas on hand, fire in eyes with a lotus flower gracing and blessing hands, and one hand with the japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments and wonderful clothes and shining bright crown. Her name is Vanonmani.
Yeah, the next shloka, Dhyana shloka. ध्यायेद् देवीं त्रिनेत्रां सशिनि भवदनां वेदहस्तां ददानां सव्ये पद्मं वरदमपरे चाभयं चाक्षमालां दिव्यैराभरणैर्विभूषिततनुं ब्रह्मादिभिः पूजितां देवीमेव मनोन्मनीं प्रतिदिनं कामर्थदत्रीं शुभाम्.
And the English translation of this next verse is, I meditate on Devi with three eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Vedas and the lotus and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments and she is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day.
So let us now understand the significance of the divine element core. So the Atharva Veda, it states, Tredajutam janmanedam hiranyam agnerakam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samvreda ahustatte hiranyam trividdaskatyase.
Yes, and the English translation for this verse, triply born by birth is this gold from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni, and one fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha water-free molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Now, each and every one of us should understand, as we are making these offerings, and as we witness and see the whole Hindu tradition, in the Hindu tradition, gold is a divine element, and it has been shown in very reputable different experiments, as well as recognized by different institutions, how gold actually has a lot of properties that really show its long-lasting qualities. It actually purifies anything that it touches, and it is an element of significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates within its vicinity. And many of us know many of the folklore and the talk about gold in popular culture is how it is related to eternal life and how it is related to eternity or immortality. But in fact, actually, the Vedic rishis understood this even before we even had any glimpse of that in our popular culture, in our books, or in our textbooks. Vedic rishis understood the science behind gold as a divine element, as something element which can literally radiate the super conscious energy as it is and deliver that to the whole world forever. And in fact, gold is present in all of the scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, and ritual fees were even offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee, and gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and the streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. And even the horses and cows, which all were living beings that were included inside of the Hindu civilization, were even dressed in gold. All of the decoration for the elephants, the horses, the cows, which also were worshipped as gods, were also dressed and decorated in gold ornaments. So the Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold, in the Rig Veda, and we can see here is from chapter 10. And the river Saraswati was called the Hiranyavartani in the Atharva Veda, and this is from the Atharva Veda, chapter 6. And as we've been explaining, gold is an element for a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Many of us know actually how gold is. We often give it in wedding rings, in anniversary presents, in someone whom you really love, someone whom you really want to love and show your love. We give it as gifts. But actually, many people miss the divine qualities of gold. Why actually gold is associated and as associated with such a high value, not just because of its currency value, but also because of its divine qualities, the way that it is able to preserve the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. And literally that thousands of years is more so than any person, any human being has even lived. And we can therefore trust that the gold is the supreme element to hold the superconscious energy. And that is why ultimately we make all these offerings in gold. And not only that, all the temples are constructed and paved in gold, and everything has a significance in the Hindu civilization. So we saw how the archways, the temple pavements, everything was made of gold. With this, let us now understand and begin going through all of the offerings that are available for you today. The first offering is the E-Hundi offering.
Yes. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharada Radhya, Sharvani Sharmadayini.
And the English translation, as you understand it, is Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fears. The true nature of Devi Parashakti is completely all accepting. And just if you have that pure heart and just the pure devotion at Devi Parashakti, for Devi Parashakti, she will give any boon and her compassion will just sweep you up and take care of you. And if there is any fear in your mind, she will be sure to absolutely remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. And here it is not meant any kind of season or the yearly autumn that comes, but the existential autumn that happens in every one of our lives when thoughts are turning more and more inward and the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship at that time becomes stronger. So understand that each and every one of us can simply offer our gratitude and offer our devotion to Devi Parashakti, surrender at her feet. And we can do this through the e-hundi offering. And this is an offering that you can make for any amount of money. You can do it through the payment link at tiny.cc/Devi offerings, which will be projected in the scroll below and also in these slides. And also we will be going through all the different payments that will make the different options for payment at the end of the segment.
The next offering is offering of Sankalpa chanting. So the Devi Mahatmyam, the chapter 12, verse 34, it says, Tayaitan mohyate vishwam saiva vishwam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijanam tushta rudim prayaschadi.
And this, the English translation goes, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without any interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. This is from the Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. And you can offer the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blessing the person, you, with who is offering with all the fruition of the desires and wishes that you are yearning for.
The next offering is offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. So the Lalita Sahasranama, the verse 731, it says, Nama Parayana Prita. It means she who likes the repetition of her various names. So this is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. And it is a very special and unique archana which is offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer a golden coin inscribed with each of these 1008 names of Parashakti and receive the blessings of Parashakti to have all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. So this Swarnakasu is available in 3 sizes, $75, $151, and $251. You can actually offer the Swarnakasu by clicking on the link tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. The next offering is the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with the pearl. Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham Shinjannu pura kinkini manidaram padma prabhabasuram Sarvabhishta falapradam girisutam vanirama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidhim.
Yes, and the English translation, I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstone and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion.
So you can offer the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl, to Devi Parashakti and receive her blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. So you can offer the finger ring with a pearl at $251, $501, and $750. And the next offering is the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus, where the Kamikagama beautifully says, अष्टविद्येश्वरोपेत कुम्भावरण संयुतं सर्वे सूत्रवस्त्रद्य हेम पङ्कजभूषितः सपीदनः सकृच्च पक्वबिल्वफलप्रभा स्नपन्नध्याय संसिद्ध प्रमाणेन समन्विता.
The English translation of this verse from the Kamikagama, all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered in new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. Now, actually, the golden lotus, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, has many references in different scriptures, and it all comes back to the worship of Paramashiva with the lotus. Almost everything in the worship of ultimate involves a consecration of deities, of worship or meditating on, or the mudras and asanas which are connected to the lotus. And not just the lotus flower, but also the lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, and the lotus petals. This is why the lotus is considered as a divine flower. In fact, the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva linga is called a lotus, and the disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus which is about to bloom. Now, just as the lotus which blooms in even all the muddy waters, any type of pond water, it blooms, we can have the blessings of Devi Parashakti to radiate the state, space, powers, and being of Devi, even in any adverse situation in your life. Many of us are going through that adverse situation right now, especially with the ongoing pandemic and so much ongoing in our lives. You can ensure that you have the blessings to literally face anything and radiate this space of Devi Parashakti in these situations through this offering of the golden lotus.
Yes. The next offering is offering of the Swarna Metti, the golden touring. Nakadhiditi samchanna namajjana tamo guna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha.
The English translation: you whose brightness from toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet, you whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So you can offer the toe ring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings, even in the most difficult aspects of her life. The metti is actually a very traditional Hindu piece of jewelry which married women, Hindu traditional married women, are wearing. And in the case of Devi Parashakti, as we are offering this to adorn her sacred feet and offering all of our karmas and our baggage, everything that might be stopping us from having the breakthrough that we need during these extremely difficult times at her feet. The next slide, please.
Yes, the next offering is offering of Swarna Mangtika. So, which is the golden hairline jewelry for Devi Parashakti. So, the verse it says, Sudha Sarabi Varshini. So, she who makes the nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara. That means she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So, the Mangtika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened.
And you can offer this Mangtika, as Atmapriya Swami just shared now. The Mangtika actually represents the hairline jewelry actually represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra. As many of you know, the Sahasrara chakra is the chakra for the crown center, and it's represented by 1,000-petaled lotus. So this nectar, which is overflowing from the Sahasrara chakra, is what opens and is represented by the Mangtika. You can offer this Mangtika to Devi and receive the blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion.
Yes, the next beautiful offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, a very special offering to the Supreme Founder of Hinduism. So the Sloka 83 of Saundarya Lahari, it says, Nakadhiditi sanchanna namajjana tamo guna padadvaya prabhajala parakrita saroruha.
The English translation: the illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees prostrating at her feet. Her feet defeat the lotus in beauty. Now, Shlokam number 83 of the Saundarya Lahari states that the nails that have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. And Tamoguna is actually darkness. And in this stotram, tamas is indicative of ignorance in the minds of devotees. And by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the Yajaman, blesses each and every one of us with all the auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And now, especially with the Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam ongoing, we should ensure that the Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam is the time that we are celebrating the presence of Guru in our life. Guru Purnima is coming up on July 23rd, and each and every one of us can offer Pratyaksha Pada Puja to celebrate the happening of Guru in our lives and make sure that you are at least starting to manifest this offering today. The next offering we have is the Vastra Seva, which is also the offering of the sacred cloth at the feet of Devi Parashakti and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the Vastra Seva is a very beautiful seva where we are offering the sacred cloth, the Vastram, that is adorning the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as our Guru and offering all of our karmas and everything at his lotus feet. And we'll be able to receive the blessings and auspiciousness of his grace. So now we have a summary of all of the different offerings that are available for you today. That starts from the E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa chanting. We can go on to the next slide. And the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mangtika, the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and the Vastra Seva. These are all of the various offerings that you can do today, and you'll be able to really receive the divine auspicious blessings of Devi Parashakti. And today, if you want to offer, you have two options that are available for you. One is if you want to manifest the offerings, or in some way or form, you can go ahead and fill the tiny.cc/Bhava Samadhi. And if you are ready to make a payment today, you can go to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And after you're done with making the payment, make sure that you're going to tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. And now we'll just be briefly showing you all of these links. We'll go to the payment link, tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. Just so that you understand and you can see the steps, how easy it is. So here we have the payment link. If you go to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings, you can choose the offering that you'd like to make today. You can select and add that to the cart, and then you'll be taken to a page where you can proceed to checkout. Once you click proceed to checkout, you will see a place where you can fill in all of your billing details, your payment details, and so forth. Yes, as you can see, this is their cart. Then you can proceed to checkout and make sure that you are placing your order. Now, once you finish placing your order, then you should go to the Sankalpa Names 2021 form. This is a very brief form where you're going to fill out your name as well as all your family members' names and other details needed to ensure that your name is chanted during the puja. Yes. So now we also have an option for the YouTube Super Chat. So this is an option you can make the E-Hundi offering or the Sankalpa chanting. Now, if you first have to be a member of the YouTube channel. Make sure that you are a member. And once you are a member, you'll have an option in the chat on the right-hand side for Super Chat or Super Sticker. Once you click Super Chat, it'll open up a pop-up window and you'll be able to go through the steps to pay a donation through credit card or PayPal, or you can go to, you can also have an option to do the Super Sticker option as well. And these are very simple ways that you can simply make a donation. As we all love, and we, as a part of our tradition, we offer a few coins in the E-Hundi, in the Hundi. And now this option is available for each and every one of you to have and to make and complete your darshan experience. Just any amount that you feel like you want to offer and you want to donate today, you can do that through this option on the YouTube Super Chat. I'm sure many of you are already there, so you can make use of that option in YouTube as well right now. So this brings us to a conclusion for this segment on all of the different offerings that are available today. And once again, I insist and encourage each and every one of you, even if you might feel that, oh, I'm not ready to make the payment, or I don't have the time to go through all these steps, start manifesting with at least one step today, with Guru Purnima right around the corner, and where you can offer all of your karmas, all the baggage you have, everything, and relieve yourself from all of the unknown and known suffering that you have, and surrender at the feet of Guru. It is time to start manifesting for the Devi Parashakti, or the Guru Purnima Day. Start manifesting at least to do the Guru Puja, the Pratyakshapada Puja, and offer that at the feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and ensure that you are getting ready to do that. It is about 10 days, almost 9 or 8 days away from Guru Purnima Day. This is the most auspicious day considered in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, where we are revering the divine cosmic beings who are manifesting all at the same time through the Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa, the Guru. And we are, each and every one of us, praying and surrendering at the feet of the Guru. And this is the day that we not only pray to Jagat Guru, who is manifested from formless into form, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, but also the entire Guru Parampara, which has protected and ensured that Sanatana Hindu Dharma is surviving generation after generation, and finally being available for each and every one of us to enjoy today. This is not a day to be missed, and not a day to forget the gurus and the sacrifice that each and every one of our gurus have done for us to experience Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to live a Hindu lifestyle, the best lifestyle on planet Earth. So with this, I'll be now concluding this segment, and in the next segment, we'll be joined by the Adi Kailasa Sarvagnapeetham administrators, and be able to share with you all the updates from the Kailasa COVID care centers in India. We'll be right back with you after a short break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service, helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received.
Nithyanandam, let's start our next segment of this program, the revival of the temple sciences and ecosystems. And we are going to also learn the Adi Kailasa ship. See, due to the pandemic, across the world, especially across India, many states have shut down their famous temples, which have been running seamlessly for ages, for thousands and thousands of years. The Siddhivinayaka temple in Maharashtra, state Maharashtra, due to the COVID-19 cases, rise in COVID-19 cases, the Shirdi Sai Baba temple and Mumbai Siddhivinayaka temple will remain shut down for devotees until further orders. So the authorities, temple authorities, Ravindra Thakre and the officiating chief executive officer, Sri Sai Baba Samsthan Trust, they declared this. Siddhi Temple Administration took the decision after the Maharashtra government on Sunday announced a weekend lockdown and night curfew in the state to control the spread of coronavirus. Now, if you look into another state, Odisha, Puri Jagannath temple to remain closed for public, keeping in view the surge of COVID-19 cases in Odisha and also in Puri. The authorities of the temple of Lord Jagannath in the pilgrim town, the famous temple which has served millions of people since ages is closed now for the devotees since May 5th. As the statewide lockdown was imposed by the Orissa government. And you can see all religious places closed for public in Bhubaneswar as the city records the highest daily COVID surge, with the Odisha capital Bhubaneswar registering the highest ever single day spike of 581 new COVID-19 cases. The local municipal authorities Tuesday declared the closure of all religious places like temples, mosques, gurudwaras, and churches for the devotees from Wednesday till further order. And in Uttar Pradesh, the major Mathura temples banned entry of devotees amidst the COVID-19 surge. Two major temples are the Sapta Devalaya, the cluster of 7 temples in Vrindavan on Sunday banned the entry of devotees in view of the rising COVID-19 cases. And in the state of Gujarat, the Somnath temple is closed for darshan amid the COVID-19 surge. Gujarat Somnath temple is closed for darshan due to the COVID-19 infections. The Somnath Temple Trust has announced the temple will remain shut for devotees from April 11th for an indefinite period. And all these temples are very, very famous temples in India, and not a single day are closed for devotees. And for the last few months, these temples have been closed. On the other hand, in Tamil Nadu, the murtis of the temple, in one of the famous temple, have been vandalized. Pudukottai, the temple name, these are from the Chola era, very ancient temple. A devotee who went to the temple was shocked to find all the murtis in the temple in a beheaded state. He lodged a complaint with the local police later. And Kailasa in Kanchi Nanchur, a village in Pudukottai, is said to belong to the era of Kuluchotunga Chola. With Shiva as the presiding deity, this temple houses the deities such as Ganesha, Parvati, Murugan, Krishna, and Nandi. All of these murtis were discovered in a beheaded state 2 days ago. Now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, reviving the with the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam's blessings. Why deity worship? Please understand, deities are not mere idols. They are not just stones. They are embodiment of ideals. We do not worship the idols. We worship the represented through the idols. When the divine is present before you in the form that you can see and touch and relate with that form, the transmutation becomes an easy and joyful process. You can relate with the form and you can connect. It's a very joyful, easy process. Second, the deities in a real kshetra. A kshetra is an energized place for thousands of years, radiating the enlightened energy. The deities in a kshetra, a real kshetra, are always carved in the form of ancient masters or enlightened beings. These deities are energized by these beings. So even though you're no longer in the body, they can be invoked through the name or form they used while they are in the physical plane. So when we pray to those deities or chant their name, the corresponding divine vibrations is automatically awakened, and it becomes available on the energy plane to guide and bless all of us. How much ever time, how many thousands of years before the deity has been energized by the enlightened avatars, the energy is still available, with more vibrant energy is available to these energy places. Energy centers are kshetras. We call in Sanskrit punya kshetras. So that is why it is a customary to visit these. One of the spiritual practice in Sanatana Hindu Dharma is to make a visit to the punya kshetras, these temples, as part and parcel of the spiritual practices, where many seek the solace to their problems and reduce their karmas and uplift in their spiritual progress. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says, we mastered the science of bringing the divine to the deities and expressing the divine through the deities. This whole science has been mastered in the Vedic tradition. This revival of temples will be that means the revival of the world peace and world bliss. Revival of temple culture and deity worship, where people are made to look in. That is where the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Advaita Satya, the science of the truth of oneness, the Advaita Satya is going to happen. So the divine form has got, whether it's formless, has got infinite auspicious qualities. In Sanskrit, we call it as Ananta Kalyana Gunas. So with each of the ardent devotees, they call upon the divine with a specific form, or when they call upon the divine to save that particular devotee, the divine lands in that form. And the divine expresses to save humanity, to save any human being which are in trouble. The divine at different ways appears and expresses any specific quality that specific quality, when the divine expresses, that becomes an independent intelligence. Out of the infinite, Ananta, auspicious, Kalyana Gunas, the qualities that divine has, each specific quality, each auspicious quality, when they radiate, when the divine radiate, that becomes an independent deity. And that independent energies, that deity is available to all of us. We can connect with them and receives whatever we seek, or manifest whatever we want in our life through that, when we worship that deity. So the Paramashiva as Kala Kala, meaning the Kala is death, Lord of death. When Markandeya, as he was born to the parents who had no child, as it so happened that Markandeya was destined to have a very short life. He was going to die at the age of 16. So his parents were so devastated, even though they knew it. But Markandeya took the responsibility for his life and intensely connected with the Paramashiva and meditated and did intense penance to please him. When the time of the day, the Kala appeared, the Yama, the Lord of Death appeared to take away his life. Markandeya hugged the Paramashiva, the Paramashiva Linga, and intensely connected with him to protect him. Then Paramashiva appeared to save Markandeya as Kala Kala, meaning he is beyond the Kala Yama. So, and Markandeya was blessed for eternity from the person who was going to die at the young age to having the boon of life of eternity. Markandeya become immortal. So that form of the Paramashiva is, we worship him as Kala Kala. Same way, he danced in ecstasy, performing the Pantya Krityas, the creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, and pulling out of delusion and giving us the enlightenment, anugraha. And that action, Paramashiva performed as a so joyfully, casually with his cosmic dance. So that cosmic dance, when he was dancing, that action became Nataraja. Similarly, the Vishnu's very action of showering blessings on the world becomes Lakshmi. Brahma's very action of constantly sharing the wisdom becomes Saraswati. So each of the actions of the ultimate becomes independent intelligence and energy. So when you connect with those independent intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Whatever result you want, worship with rites, those the worship that you perform, those divine energies who are the personification of those specific actions. So immediate results are achieved by connecting with those deities in this world. This can be a powerful method through which you can achieve whatever you want in your life. So as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, reviving the enlightened ecosystems and temples, and while across the India, temples are shutting down, he has opened the doors to protect, to save your life, to save the humanity. You can join now in these COVID care protection centers. You can join this ecosystem. Register now through the link below. https://kailasa.org/kailasa care. Now let's understand the Kailasa's temple ecosystems established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism since when he was very young age, since age 23. Kailasa is a place where everything related to super consciousness is revived. all the sampradayas, that means the traditions, all the spiritual ecosystems created for enlightenment will be revived and established in such a way it never gets lost again. They're forever serving the humanity. Now let's listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own voice, the revival of Hinduism's temple ecosystems.
I am going to revive Hinduism by setting up a model community, enlightenment ecosystem. I am going to create absolutely from the scratch newly self-sustaining, temple-based Hindu ancient enlightenment ecosystem and civilization based on that. Understand? Kailasa is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva himself manifested this Kailasa Mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem, and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, Kailasa, by creating a model Kailasas all over the world. I am.
Yes. So in addition of violence, in recent lifestyle has enabled disruption in several nations, affecting millions of lives with mental distress, physical health ailments, defalcation of food supply, and pinpointed destruction to the infrastructure of several countries. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has dedicated his entire life and made his mission to bring the global peace from the ground level through the Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship and Department of Human Services. To bring harmony in humanity, to create a life of freedom and peace for every individual on the planet Earth through the revival of temple ecosystems. The director of the National Institute of Mental Health, Joshua Gordon, pointed out that environmental factors present both risk and protective influences on mental health. He grouped such factors into three types: the individual factors such as the microbiome, and natural and built components include green spaces, housing, and highways, which may play a role in health disparities. The social factors like family structure, poverty, and other social determinants of health. So from 1994 to this date, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has worked tirelessly in the revival of temple ecosystems globally through Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, The Department of Human Sciences, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this lifelong commitment to the mission and vision of bringing global harmony, sustainable living, and reproductive ecosystems has been proven in building active, contributing temple ecosystems around the world. Now, you can see some of the pictures how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the various Kailasas across the globe. And this picture that you're seeing are taken on 21st October 2006, following a meditation under the sacred banyan tree in Adi Kailasa. The peacekeepers of Kailasa, along with these children of Nithyananda Gurukul, celebrate the auspicious occasion of Diwali. And you can also see the pictures of some more pictures. On 22nd December 2018, the peacekeepers of Kailasa and participants of the Paramashivoham meditation workshop take part in the celebrations of a traditional flag hoisting ceremony in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, Bidadi, Bangalore. And you can see these pictures are taken on 14th December 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana Convention, the Life Bliss Program Level 2, a meditation workshop in Chennai. As you can see, thousands of people attending these pictures where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Nithyananda Spurana program, which is also called Life Bliss Program Level 2 at St. Peter's Engineering College. This picture is taken in Chennai on 17th December 2006. And you can see the pilgrimage, the peacekeepers of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism embark on the Himalaya Yatra, the traditional sacred pilgrimage Chardham Yatra to the Himalayan mountains and up the river Ganga, which is Harshil, India. These pictures are taken on 26th May 2006. And you can see the temple ecosystem of Tirunamalai, where serves as the driving factor in maintaining the lifestyle of health, wealth, and well-being for the citizens of Tirunamalai. So one of the remaining living temple ecosystems. These pictures are taken on 20th December 2011. And you can see these beautiful pictures. The peacekeepers of Kailasa and participants of the Paramashivoham meditation workshop take part in morning meditation and traditional puja and ritualistic worship. These pictures are taken in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham Bidadi on 31st December 2018. And you can see these beautiful pictures of the Krishna Janmashtami celebrations where Bhagwan Swami, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself distributing the butter as to one and all, including his biological mother Swami Amma and all the peacekeepers of the Kailasa and the devotees on the part as part of the Krishna Janmashtami celebrations. These pictures are taken on 17th August 2014. And some more pictures on this day as part of the celebrations. You can see the joyful, playful celebrations on the Krishna Janmashtami celebrations. And you can see some more pictures on this auspicious occasion of Krishna Janmashtami celebrations on 17th August 2014. The peacekeepers of Kailasa distributing the free organic food to the public. These pictures are taken in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, Bidadi, Bangalore. And you can see the pictures of these are the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism participating, demonstrating the value of Karaseva. These pictures are taken on 11th September 2016 as the the Karaseva, that means the voluntary service, voluntary contribution of the physical service towards the cleaning or construction of the sacred Hindu temple in Adi Kailasa. And you can see here, as part of these flood relief, as part of the services, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, arrives with volunteers and Kailasa's peacekeepers to provide relief efforts to the cyclone hit at Pondicherry region in South India through the distribution of food, water, and basic necessities, medical camps, and cleaning of the local roads for further relief efforts. These pictures are taken on 2nd January 2013. And on 4th January 2012, the Thane flood relief food preparations, again in Pondicherry, India. And some more pictures from this Thane flood relief medical camps. You can see the pictures and taken at Pondicherry. Now, Kailasa, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has established the Kailasa's ecosystems around the world. You can see the various ecosystems across the globe, across the continents, various countries. The ecosystems are available, are established and running successfully. The first time in 1994, when he was very young age, and at Tirunamalai, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, established the Kailasa in Tirunamalai, is traditionally passed on to the hands of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the Mata Vidanandapuri, Mataji Kuppamal. And on the right side, in the same Tirunamalai in 2017, the Kailasa in Tirunamalai receiving visitors and delegates for the Kalpataru meditation workshop and Shivadiksha. And these pictures that you're seeing right now are again in
about life, we can help you with everything.
Or you can receive the blessings. You can watch them via the live. That you are seeing yes, Tiruvannamalai, the thousands of devotees come to celebrate the enlightenment ecosystem in Tiruvannamalai and traditionally meet the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. These pictures are taken on 11th March 2017. And this picture that you are seeing are the Adi Nithyananda Peetham, that is the first Sarvagya Peetham that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself established, the first temple ecosystem established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, at the mere age of 23, on the banks of the sacred Kaveri River in 2001, way back in 2001. And this was the start of the borderless Hindu temple ecosystem we know today as Kailasa. Now, the pictures that you're seeing are the headquarters of the Kailasa in India. Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham in Bidati, Bangalore. After having a vision of the sacred banyan tree, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had established the Adi Kailasa temple ecosystem with this same banyan tree at its heart, the main headquarters of Kailasa in 2003. And you can see the sacred banyan tree and the deities Nithyanandeshwari and Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and the Nithyanandeshwara Linga. Through the live stream of the sacred, you can watch the sacred banyan tree and the deities and the temple ecosystem of Adi Kailasa continuously available to you all and receive the blessings of the Kalpavriksha, the sacred banyan tree, and the deities and the Nithyanandeshwara Linga. Wherever you are, you can receive the blessings. You can watch them via the live stream. You can see the temple rituals happening continuously, the worship and that other temple services also you can see via the live stream. And the pictures that you are seeing are the first temple established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism outside of India in United States of America. The temple physically came to life in just 9 months. The chief presiding deities of the temple are Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti. The deities are 7 feet tall in granite, weighing 6 tons, and their divine faces have been directly hand-carved by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. And this is the headquarters of the Western Hemisphere, the Kailasa in Los Angeles, California, United States. The Los Angeles temple first inaugurated in 2005, then established in its permanent location in 2007. This temple houses the largest Shivalinga and the Rajarajeshwari deity, Devi, in North America. And some more pictures from this temple. The temple spanned over 2,500 square foot, the temple complex, and housing over 80 plus deities. And it is one of the largest Hindu temple ecosystems in the West. And you can, the pictures that you're seeing are from the Kailasa in Seattle, Washington, housing the blissful dancing form of Ganesha and the largest living Nataraja deity Outside of India, the Kailasa in Seattle is also known as Chidambaram of the West. The pictures that you're seeing are from the Kailasa in San Jose, California, USA. This temple is inaugurated in 2009. Kailasa in San Jose radiates the energy of the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. The chief presiding deities of the temple are Devi Meenakshi and the Shivalinga, Lord Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Devi Nithyanandeshwari Paramashakti, Lord Shiva and the Cosmic Mother, which have been created, installed and energized by the Paramashiva himself. And the pictures that you're seeing right now are from Kailasa in St. Louis, Missouri. Alongside the Shivalinga and Nithyanandeshwara Ganesha, Nithyananda Ganesha, Kailasa in St. Louis carries the energy of the Tirumala Tirupati of South India and houses the one of the tallest Venkateshwara deities in North America, along with his consorts Sri Devi and Bhudevi. The beautiful landscape hustled among the woods and rolling hills of Missouri stretches for 20 acres. You can see Kailasa in Phoenix, Arizona, the home to over 21 deities and with a temple structure of 2,500 square feet. Kailasa in Phoenix has been directly established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and with serving as an energy field of worship, meditation, and celebration for over 7 years. And now we are seeing the pictures from Kailasa in Houston, Texas. Formally inaugurated in 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has declared the Kailasa in Houston as the Parihara Sthala for all the Navagraha doshas. And now you're seeing the pictures are from Kailasa in Toronto, Canada. Inaugurated in July 2011, Kailasa in Toronto is the only Hindu temple in the West with all 63 Naimanas and 18 Siddhas residing as deities. The temple deities here are seated exactly as they existentially preside in Kailasa around and Paramashiva, the primordial deity of Hinduism. I can see some more pictures of this beautiful ecosystem in Kailasa in Toronto, Canada, active and alive from 2011 onwards. Kailasa in Toronto has been blessed to radiate the super consciousness energy of Kailasa. This temple ecosystem goes on providing various temple services to the community, such as Annadan and traditional Hindu ceremonies. Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, the Department of Human Services, and each of the Kailasa's temple ecosystems consider the right of happiness to be the highest fundamental right of all humans, in fact, all beings. The ultimate goal of Hinduism and Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the material and spiritual well-being and prosperity of humanity. Now, if you want to be part of this, and also if you want to protect yourself from the current pandemic, you can join the COVID Care Protection Center in Adi Kailasa. Register now through the link below with the link https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now let's understand the contributions from the Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship during the COVID-19 pandemic. Through the live stream, the picture that you're seeing is the Kalpa Vriksha, the sacred banyan tree, which continuously giving the boons to whoever asks, whatever they ask, continuously it is showering the blessings. And the various services that this temple offers You can see the Abhishekams, the various rituals with the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, and the various satsangs hosted, conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This picture you're seeing is taken on 6th January 2021, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is seen talking on reality of the universe is consciousness. Now, Devi Parashakti herself is expressing through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and giving the whole humanity the revelations to the world. On 12th May 2021, Devi revealed that I came as Nija Avatar. I am blessing you. Listen, people, listen. To do good to all of you, I have taken the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nija Avatar. People of India, listen, carefully listen. Time after time, Bharatam is Jnana Bhumi, the land of sacred knowledge and wisdom, where enlightened beings come. We cannot make Jnana Bhumi as infertile. Enlightenment beings have to come. They have to live. It has to flower. Few hypocrites, because they are stuck in delusion, we cannot sacrifice the world. Cosmos cannot be destroyed. The ship I did to save the cosmos from being destroyed, that is called Adi Kailasa. The ship I did to protect beings from Pralaya is Adi Kailasa, because of conspiracy of Drohis and enemies rule. The captain has to leave the ship. Before 12 years, knowing the great deluge that is going to happen, all Aukshadas by this Guru Purnima, that Jnana Rasa Vadam, Navapashana is going to flower, allow people to come and take dip in Navapashana flower. People, whoever comes to dip in Vaidya Sarovar, they will have death. They will not have death. They will not have corona. Crores and crores of people will come in line. Every day they will come and dip in the Ananda Lingam. On 13th May 2021, Devi Parashakti revealed that, listen well to my words. For India, I made ship as protection in Nithyananda Navapashana Lingam in Vaidya Sarovar. Go to Adi Kailasa, O Indians, listen. All those regretting losing Nithyananda Nija Avatara without confusion and without talking, just as lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Scores of people will come there looking for health, Navapashana water feast and medicine, to get health and protection and enlightenment. To protect India from the great destruction, I, Parashakti, made this huge ship. Even if captain is not there, ship is there. When first world countries close their borders during a massive global emergency, Kailasa has opened its not only doors to all without exceptions. Join now to the centers, COVID care centers. Join Kailasa. Register now through the link below. https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now you can see the glimpses of the Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalayam in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetam. The various rituals, the 5 rituals that are happening, various deities, services that are happening. You can see the pictures now. The Abhishekams, the Alankarams to the deities, and the various services that are happening. You can see the glimpses of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam in Adi Kailasa. Join now and register now to protect your life, to save your life. Join COVID Care Protection Centers in Adi Kailasa. Register now through the link below, https://kailasa.org/Kailasa care. Now we'll move on to the next segment with the beautiful sharing of a devotee from these COVID care centers. What is her experience? Let's await. Let's have a short break and listen to the beautiful sharings. Nithyananda. Now, the Kailasa's COVID care protection centers, how they are following the spiritual routine and how the spiritual routine set by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism helps. What is the significance of the spiritual routine? Let's see. So the morning spiritual routine is a fuel to reach Kailasa, basically. This morning routine, or we also call this spiritual routine, and the chemical changes it brings to you and the healing it does in your system and the biological rhythm it sets in your system for the whole day. All of them are very important for us to be healthy, active, and functioning the whole day with high frequency vibration. It is an important fuel for you to experience the multiple dimensions of the universe. The spiritual routine and integrity to the spiritual routine and the initiations are completely private, personal between you and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The members of the Kailasa's protective, preventive, multi-layered quarantine initiative take part every day in the morning spiritual routine here in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham. The morning spiritual routine consists of the Nithyananda Yoga, Panchakriya, Nithya Pratyaksha Paduka Puja, Kashayam, and Nitya Satsang. Let us see what each one are and what to do and how they benefit. Tune your biological clock to the spiritual practices because the chemistry you enjoy inside matters. That decide the kind of plane of the universe, dimension of the universe you are going to experience. Kailasa or Pathala, Swarga or Naraka. Morning spiritual routine is the type